welcome back, my lovelies. How you doing? So today is day number 2 of 14 days of a Teezy Valentine, and today we are going to be making a crystal bralette. And yeah, so I'm really excited because I wanted to do this video last year for 14 days of a Teezy Valentine, but I couldn't because I had to move. It was time sensitive. I couldn't do it. I apologize. But we are doing it this year and I'm really happy about it. I love crystal bralettes because they add luxury to like any outfit that you're wearing, and like it's just, you know, sparkly crystals, glitter, well not glitter but sparkle and all that good stuff, which is pretty much what all I am about. And I feel like it's really good for this Valentine's Day to give you something that looks like luxury, because you know you deserve to treat yourself. So something that can be made, you know, at a very low cost but can look so dazzling and expensive, and you can give that to yourself is really excellent and really just sweet and nice, and something that you should do for yourself. Before we start this video, please subscribe to my channel so you can follow through with the 14 days of a Teezy Valentine and, you know, see all the videos that post and follow them and treat yourself this Valentine's Day and be your own Valentine and give yourself chocolates and stuff. So anyway, we are now going to move on to the video. So these are the materials that you'll need: artistic wire, jewelry artistic wire that you find at craft stores, 2-row crystal trim. Don't mind how empty my spool is. Anyway, you'll need jump rings that are used for jewelry making, and lobster clasp. You will also need any measuring tape and some scissors and some silver chain or jewelry extender and 2 pairs of tweezers. So now we are taking our measurements to make the bralette. First I am measuring around my bust, but not directly at my bust, but where I want the bottom of the bralette to be. Now I am measuring the inner bralette cup, so pretty much from the center of your sternum to where you want the top of the bralette cup to be. Then from that point I'm measuring all the way behind me to measure the strap and how long I want the strap to be. And then I'm measuring the outer cup for the bralette, pretty much from like the side of your boob to where the top of the bralette should be. Now we're going to take our crystal trim and cut out all the measurements that we just measured, and we'll have 1 bust piece, 2 inner bralette pieces, 2 outer bralette pieces, and 2 straps. So I just cut the bust piece, and now I'm going to move on to the inner bralette pieces. And I'm so sorry for my voice, y'all. I think I'm coming down with a cold, so if my voice is shakier than usual and sounds like I need some milk, then that's why. And now I just cut out the outer bralette pieces and the straps. So now we're just moving the stuff out of the way, and we're just going to take the bust piece and we are going to take one end of it and we're going to cut a 1 to 2 inch piece of artistic wire and kind of loop it through the middle of the 2 rows of the crystal trim. So just right through, just like that, and kind of bend it a little bit. So it's hard to explain, but it should look like that. Then we're going to take one of the lobster clasps and put it on one end of the artistic wire. And now we're going to take our tweezers and pull each end of the artistic wire across each other, making an X. And then we're going to twist the artistic wire, just securing the lobster clasp pretty much to the crystal trim. And now we're just going to cut the excess wire and then bend the wire that's left onto the crystal trim, kind of just like bend it back so you can't see the wire anymore. And now the lobster clasp is secure to the crystal trim. So now we're going to go to the other end of the bust trim piece, and we're going to take 1 jewelry jump or jump ring, or no, we're going to take 3 jump rings, and we're going to use both of our tweezers to open up 2 out of the 3 jump rings. So you just pry it open. It's really easy when you have both tweezers, and you're just going to leave it open like that, and you just need 2. So now you're going to cut another piece of 1 to 2 inch artistic wire, and we're going to do the same thing, just put it through the 2 rows of crystals on the crystal trim. And then we're going to take the closed jump ring, so the jump ring that we didn't open, and we're just going to secure it to the crystal trim like we did the lobster clasp. And now we're going to hook one of the open jump rings onto the closed jump ring that we just secured. And then once we hook that open jump ring, we're just going to close it. And then we're going to take the last jump ring and hook it on to the sequence of jump rings. And I actually closed it here, but I recommend that you leave it open because we're going to hook the chain onto that last jump ring. So you see how all of that is secure and it's steady. So now we're going to take the silver chain and we're going to cut about 3 to 4 inches of that. Then that's going to act as a jewelry extender. So if the 3 jump rings don't work, then you can use the chain instead. And so I had to open my last jump ring, but if you left it open, you just hook the chain onto that jump ring and then you just close it pretty much. And then ta-da! So now I'm taking that bust piece and I'm trying it on to see where I want the inner bralette pieces to go. So I kind of see and look at the center point and see how far away the inner bralette pieces are from the center of the bust piece. And then measure it. It's pretty much like a ½ inch each way. So I am folding my bust piece in half to find the center point on the bust piece. And then I'm going to hold that center point as I open up the bust piece, and I'm going to use something to mark where that center point is. I'm using my scissors to keep track of it, but you can use anything that you want. Then I'm going to take my measuring tape and measure a ½ inch out from the center point and put the inner bralette pieces there. And after I lined everything up, I'm going to take my artistic wire and pretty much connect the inner bralette pieces to the bust piece. So it's kind of like the same thing. I just make sure that I loop one end of the artistic wire to the bust piece and the other end onto the inner bralette piece. Of course, make that X and then you twist. And see, now it's secure to the bust piece. So now, of course, what we always do, we're going to cut the excess wire off and then bend the remaining wire down onto the crystal trim so you cannot see it anymore. And make sure it's on the crystal side instead of the silver side, because if it's on the silver side of the trim, that's where your skin goes, so it will scratch your skin. So ta-da, there we go. And we're pretty much going to do the same thing to the other side, obviously. So now we're going to attach the straps the same exact way, you know, loop it through, make an X, twist, cut, and fold. Boom. We have now attached our straps to the inner bralette pieces, and now we're going to flip over our bralette and close the bralette. So pretty much attach the lobster clasp to the jump rings like we're going to close it and wear the bralette. And we are doing this to find the middle of the bralette and know where to attach the straps. So now we are going to fold the straps back and pretty much line them up with the inner bralette pieces and where they are, but on the back. So it pretty much should be parallel to the inner bralette pieces, but the straps should be attached to the back. So now we are pretty much attaching the straps, obviously, and we're going to do the same method like we've been doing the whole video. So now I am trying on the bralette just to see where the outer bralette pieces should go. So I'm, pointing out where the outer bralette piece should go, and now I am measuring from the inner bralette to where I want the outer bralette piece to go. So then I take the bralette off and lay it down on the table again, and I pretty much use that measurement to place where the outer bralette piece should go. So I measure from the inner bralette piece out to where the measurement was, and then I pretty much put those outer bralette pieces there where the measurement is. And then of course attach it like we've been doing. The same method, of course. Now that we attached the outer bralette pieces to the bust piece, we're now going to attach it to the inner bralette piece slash strap. So we're going to find where we attach the inner bralette piece and the strap piece, and that is also where we're going to attach the outer bralette piece at that same point. So after we find those spots, then we attach the outer bralette piece to that spot. And after that, the bralette is finished. So this is what the bralette looks like and how it came out. Alright, so that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. This concludes day 2 of 14 days of a Teezy Valentine. And yeah, if you haven't watched day 1, watch day 1. And please stay tuned for day 3 and pretty much all the days, but day 3 is a really, really nice DIY and it matches this DIY that we made today. Yeah, love yourself, do what you want to do. So I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.